Oh, hello. I know I have not been talking all day. We on the road. I'm definitely at this point in my life, not in my life, but like in this vibe, I'm like, I feel that if someone had lived out here, not in Spokane, but just like in you know, between roadsides, that's a vibe. A vibe is in like, I get why people say I want to explore more than just this. But overall, my dad's birthday today. Happy birthday to him. Overall, and fun. Hanging at my sister's apartment. And soon enough, I'm gonna go back to reality, where it's finishing up assignments. So yeah, that's about it.
Tell you what, Nick, go take your pictures. Whoa! I know. Crazy. So much to do this week. I know. So little amount of days left. And brain cells to comprehend what is going to happen. I won't sugarcoat it. This feels like, you know, the start of the end of a chapter. You're like, what do you mean? Hello, it's a penguin. And I am going to turn on my lights. And I'm going to probably wipe down my windows. And then after I wipe down my windows, I'll probably talk about what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay, my windows be good. I'm gonna summarize everything I've done thus far, but I would obviously not go in depth with everything that I've done
thus far in the span of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday. But I'm going to just be close to transparent in what has happened. One, I've done the road trip to my sister's place with my parents, which was good. It was nice to see her place again. Like it's been a while since I've been in that SZA arc of my life back there. And the most eventful things that happened during that time was Maxie threw up on her in a solid form. My mom, I think, got sick during Saturday when they were going out to get stuff. And my sister got to play my card game. Obviously, she was not playing the rules right or have any interest in it that much, but she's supportive nonetheless. I watched Pluribus and with my dad. He does not like it, but Pluribus all the way. I also watched The Continental with him and me as well. We've had breakfast with pancakes, waffles, Eggos, don't heat them up more than 30 seconds. Sausages, that's awesome. I also had my first martini, as you can see, maybe not, I don't know. That was my experience with that. I'm not a salt rim guy. I realize that, I'm not a salt rim guy. I find it with alcohol that there's a burning sensation in the throat that lingers, and that's why you have the chaser of the water to drink it down so it goes down. When I got up after drinking it, I started feeling it going through my system. Which I'm like, whoa. Overall, I don't mind it at all. It's very much pink lemonade like the drink that I drank. So, which was not the case, but you know, it's like hibiscus. I got like a hibiscus martini of some sort. And we shop around the Lego store. Mind you, on Black Friday, a lot of people be getting the Star Trek set. And I'm like, damn, people are getting 2 of those. And those are bigger than me. My guy. Also, shopped at Barnes & Nobles. Shopped at Hobby Lobby. Online shopping. I did none of my homework. I only did my card game. Focused on that wholly. And it was kind of great. I loved it, just writing cards. And went out to walk Maxie a lot of poo and pee-peeing. I believe that was it. Then just returning back, I drove and switched with my dad each time. The first time it was my mom and then dad, like switching the first half. And we ate at a restaurant for Thanksgiving that, for me at least, the pasta was very ocean-like. Which I'm like, nah, don't like that. Would not go again. But Indiana Jones, he signed something there. Harrison Ford, so that's kind of cool. We also had sushi places. That was good. Like sushi.com exists. I did not know that was a thing. But that's in Spokane. But I think that's it. The most notable things. Now here is my overall month recap. You know, like a vibe. I wouldn't say like the month recap. Let's say a 3-minute recap of my life as of now. And what I feel about it, and giving the thanks and credits on the side right here. I think, without making it just extra on myself, is that if I look back at my video when I did October, and I expected myself to be like, man, just be like be the guy who does that. Did I do that? Did I do that for this month? Not quite. Was I enough? Yes, to hit the benchmark, but not fully over the line. I got sick. Not sick and tired, but no, I got like actually sick. And then I had to take a shot. And that was nice. In, I think, like October. Or maybe it was November. I didn't really post a lot. You know, it's a weird fine line when it comes to posting. Which I'm like, it's the 15th day, and then I stop. And I'm like, what? What am I doing? And I think that's when I try to lock in moment. But then I know I'm going to lock in later as well when I do this post. And you see this post, you're like, wow, that's what he did. That's what he did. But to me, November, I'm going to turn off the light a little bit. To me, November is a weird thing for me, I think. Because it's almost that type of month where then you expect in December to relax, and then you have to wait until the next year to feel like, where are you going to be now? November is like the turmoil month where sure people get sick and you feel like you reflect to some expectation of like what you're thankful for, obviously. And I think a road trip feels very full circle for me. On the road trip, you get to see just like a vast road of nothing and just a few cars and the weather against you. When you don't have the internet 24/7 on your mind and you just travel, is something really else entirely. My dad said during the road trip when he was driving, just to obviously make conversation so you can just stay awake, is the aspect of, you know, there's a lot of people in the world who say that there's an overpopulation epidemic. Well, look at this. We got all the vastness. Just like there's just terrain and lakes and bodies. Like, people can live there. And I'm like, people can live there? It's like, people can live there. You know, RVs and all. And to me, it goes back to myself, at least, with a lot of the ideas of why I do things and when do I do things and how do I show up to things that really make me who I am and how other people see me. And I'll get to that in the next one. I think for me, as of now, for my predictions for this coming 2 weeks, is I gotta, like, lock in. And I say that every time, locking in. And it's like, wow, that's kind of great. How was that like? I've done a video about it before. But to me, as an individual, I think there's a point in your life where you're always gonna try to finish the finish line, but never really finish it because you didn't take the time to take care of it. I think anyone can finish the finish line. It's just the matter of effort that you put into that, which makes it meaningful in a way. Whether you do it or not. And what would I rate today? I would rate today a C for car and cold. And also because there's traffic ahead of me. Look at all that. Okay, what I actually wanted to say is this. I have not been able to really talk to the camera as much because I've just been spending a lot of time with my family. And the aspect of just privacy to just talk to a camera is kind of weird sometimes still, even for me when I'm just talking about my parents. I still get the objective, like when I'm filming, it's like, oh, you're doing your little photo thing. It's like, yes, yes I am. And that's just me. If you have been watching thus far, great on kudos on you. And kudos to me in the future when I do my November recap in the middle of December. And the kudos to me in the future that manages to complete all their work. And please, please, for God, not on God, for you, Nathaniel. Finish your work first before you enjoy what you have now. Because you started something that not like started something, it's like when you start something that you want to do and you have a deadline for it, finish it and then reevaluate. It is always, I would say, the thing to look out for. And if you cannot really find yourself not being able to finish it, ask for help. I think there's a part of you that feels like that there's never going to be a right moment to really say something to someone, or feel like that you can't communicate all what you can or want to someone or to something. AutoZone. But it's a matter of your viewpoint in life. I think the best example, which I'll leave off with myself, like I did with the hand holding and then the leg going thing, is the experience of a road trip. I think there's a part in a road trip that forces you to go on a journey. A journey with familiar places, unexpected people, and many lives that you didn't realize existed. But the world is larger than what you expected it to be, if not mundane to your extraordinary life and privilege that you have for you. And whatever that means to you will be worth it when you feel like you can't rest any longer, to really go out there and expect yourself to not change for better or for worse. So don't just look at yourself once in a while. Appreciate what you have right now. Figure out what you can do now. And believe in the you that believes in you right now. For that way you can reflect on what you can do in the future. Your past does not leave you behind. Always prepare. Prepare in a way that not just gets out of your comfort zone, but makes you curiously confident in wanting to explore questions. Explore ideas in which you can't see over the horizon or the fog that's so vast that when you drive a car, you feel disoriented. That makes you question whether or not you tell someone that, hey, I need to take a rest at a rest stop. Or to say that, hey, this is what I want to do with my life when you're away from your own work. There's no stopping you from doubting who you can become. But the true successes in life is not by trying to obtain everything in the world and filling it in you to accept that it was worth the thrill. But the impact and the knowledge is, you know that someone out there knows that, or you know, or you discover that you know, that you are worth someone's time and grateful for their help. Not weaponized in any form or capacity. Getting to know them is what everyone is scared to really do at the end of it. That the experience of doing a road trip is only a fraction of your lifetime. And I think I'll leave myself with this, if this is the last month of November for me, because I'm like this. What I'm doing right now is I'm driving to my apartment, and I expect myself to really just write stuff on paper, figure out what I'm gonna do in the week, settle down, probably sleep, probably unpack, eat some food, and then probably expect myself to plan stuff, post myself on Instagram to say, hey, I'm gonna do a post, and I'm gonna follow in the same routine. I truly, truly, truly wish myself the best of luck to whatever you feel like your fears are right now, or what your fears are in the future. Own up to them. Own up to your fears then. Conquer them. You've done it so many times before. You only forgotten because you feel like you took more priority for other things and then made that less of a priority. You can do this. The only person that gets more angrier to you is you. And that's just me. Thank you much so for watching for whatever this finale is for November. And if I had to look back at it, would I felt more? No. Also because my phone has not been transporting stuff into my Google Drive, so I have to do that over the weekend. And then I know in December, possibly have one more day to watch a movie with them now. So, it's like always like, what do you mean? The bromance, what do
Every day I live in fear. The feelings that you say you have might disappear. Tell me how'd we wind up here? I know I'm the reason you're sad, so wipe your tears. I don't wanna hurt you more. Staying hurts us both before. I'll leave you.